an R4 footprint off of the 2123 tractor. This is a 12.4 size on the rear, meaning a 12.4-inch section width. When you measure this, actually, and again, not too scientific, trying to be as close as we can, you are 12 inches, 12 and 1/2 inches at the widest part. Okay. The depth of this, when you start measuring into the depth and the rise up out of the sand, this is about 1 3/4 inches in depth measured in a couple different spots. So this is the R4, which is the most used on the utility tractors, primarily because that's the way it's been, not necessarily that that's the way it should be. Okay. So on this one we have the R1 tire. This is a 12.4 tire, 12.4-inch section width. And this is in about 3.5-inch deep sand, all of these are. But when you measure this from the maximum to the maximum, it is actually under 12 inches. And what we also have really noticeable is when I go to the bottom of these tread bars and come up to the top of the sand in a few different spots, I am now 3.5 inches in depth. So this not only is narrower than it really should be, but it created a much deeper, much more compacted foot position, and it created a much deeper rut. All right, so this is the footprint of the UTR 240, the hybrid tread radial, set up on the same tractor that we've looked at the others. What you'll notice is, and this is a 370, so really the 300 millimeter wide is an 11.7, 11.8 on the section width. So it's actually a little narrower than the other tires we're comparing. But if you come and you measure this, we are well over 13 inches in the width of this tread as it passes through the sand. The other thing that we're looking at is the depth or compaction that it created, and this one is from the bottom of the tread in a couple different spots is about 1 1/2 to 1 1/4 inches in depth. So what we have is a narrower tire by size definition, but because it's radial and we've got the air pressure set at what the weight is on this, we've got a nice wide footprint. We've got a lot of elements in here, so we've got a lot of traction, because everything gives traction to a tractor that touches the surface.